Tadi teaching tadi joy to mandate jiba tsarba. Tadi that shingi tenju ne marita. Nibangishilas tadich. That odiri. Shingi tenju sinit. That name shingi tenju nigas. Anichua metabas. Tene jamdo lendes check. Give chungu chugote. Da shingi tenju da. Tenju nigas nibuti. 다 람직 문도를 비치래. 시계 계신이 된줄 써야 되죠. 나기께 대조로 써야 되다. 출두배 때 튕기들아 지 튕기 신이 된줄 써야 되죠. 나기께 대조로 얘가 써야 되지. 뒤에서다 뒤니 기부숨기 람직 문도를 다 기부 중을 남디 그네주를 좋아 메다바 아니 렌데 그래서 잠도 렌데 삼바디다 아니 디리 그래서 그래 기부 중을 남디 중을 남디 디리
So with this we have finished the 6 preliminary practices during our last class. So today we will begin with the next chapter, which is relying on the spiritual teacher. Now, in general speaking, relying on the spiritual teacher and achieving a human body endowed with leisure and fortune those two are common practices to all the three scopes of the practitioner, and furthermore relying on the spiritual. In order to do the Dhamma practice, it is important to create right conditions. So here right condition refers to external condition, refers here as a spiritual teacher. Internal condition refers to as realizing that precious human body endowed with leisure and fortune extremely important and conducive to do the spiritual teacher. Then impermanence, taking refuge and respecting the law of karma, those are the actual practices of the small scopes. Furthermore, the beginning point of the small scopes, the beginning point of the practice regarding the small scope is impermanence. So in other words, impermanence is the beginning point of the small scopes of the practices.
Tati di lamri chik di karasana tanda yala tumba mendati jebandur tu pyu jesu randa rangi thagor tu nebe simje thamjegi jinji tu seyashiduga. Tati lamri telam gitiri. Watini mata shegi yarita.
So through these virtuous merits, let's say
yala tumba mendete jebandur tu pyu jesu seyashiduga. Te kasa mendete chimbarba. Tatine randa rangi thagor tu nebe seyashiduga.
So
이스메
니마손나
가서 그래 멘데티
Mende tsaba the world shage yoral. Lese. Yangyo jiksoro na da tsitsi.
다디 멘데티
Tande
야라 듬바 세
Yala dimba lese.
야라 듬바 멘데티 제반도 뚜 제수
Lese.
치티
Lese.
두겐디
Dimun zunye di khadu yushawra.
아래
Lese.
매 군도 예수는
아니, 레세.
진짜야.
Lese. Di
가서 군도디
so
군도 다 접시.
lese. So what page we are in last class where we have
Literature talked the mandala a lot, so we, I don't think we finished the mandala. I don't think we got to the prayer for the three great purposes or anything like that.
huh?
I said, I don't think we went through the making the, like, the prayer for the three great purposes and all that. That's right. We finished the mandala, but I don't remember. We were going through the mandala. So, hold on. I don't think we did like making prayers and requests after. We did not, that's correct. Page 59, the bottom.
Yes.
I could be wrong. We just went through the mandala. I think that's what I mentioned
Yes.
누구래야야.
Lese. Khonzu tanda she chebina tanda di mendegi di jela chaosungbu gone soadawe di chayo mares.
아 저승 그네 소화도 예티 따티니마 신이 된지니 많고 주기 그래.
Lese. So making like a
라랑기 더 타고도 세시도가 내가 심제 탐제기 진지도 소화되가 삼바세치.
Lese.
대남 크라인이 쉬고 싶어들이셔. 디나를 대남 그치기 듣고 있으시래. 신이 된지고 골라야래.
Lese.
소화되야돼.
She tense kola dos semki debulamge des she tense doing tele semki debulamge kiyesh to tirvel mara
신이 된지 제래.
dula ngela
응을이야래. 어디래.
lese
제 데면서 근데 순대지야래.
lese
구시다니라 말라벨라 통화도 지잖아 소화돼. 남아 군대는 말라벨 통화도 지잖아 소화돼 세지.
the guru lama thon doje chana so devsro sange lama sange che gindula chaselo la jure
다디 돌드네 마디리.
lese
된치 무슨 지 소화돼 버세야지.
al tension sum so devs dinison
그와도지.
di di ngab jung hagu dil du shugu tension ge mente phu chabe jela
된승 소화돼 버베.
lo
다디리. 된승버디 다 딘디기도 디나를 야마리. 그래서 대남 기치 날 매버리.
lese
단 대버들이야. 된승 침부숨.
lese di tension ro di chikoran tension sum morange tande ani lage dus lapsa pejena tenso lese la
Lama Dungu Rinpoche number some chats, Jobs to Chenam Gita, Eugene, you left to say that did Jigutu Krangi Dina Chigdi. Randa Rangi Tagur to say it, Telangi Chigdi.
That's it.
Tambude Kushi Dani Lama Labella, Tonga Doji Jana Swat, today Chugu Dani Lamela, Tonga Doji Jana Swat, Dejinungu Dani Labella, Tonga Doji Jana Swat, Nazo Drugu, Tonga Doji Jana Swat, Stuve.
Some just so she let it go.
That is Yema Duduchen Shichen, Shuguta, Kadasine. That is Tatine, the Mende Gola Takare Mushiti, Shingy Tinju setting very. Shingy Tinju Gotila and Carre Sinner, Swendip Chinguere, Swendip Che, and Tomato Chichana Soa Davis, Janelama Kundune, Idem. Children Gundula Malabella, Tomato Chichana Soa Davis, Tine Tutin Bijan Chiatri. Tutin Bitan Che, Ane Shingy Suishin to Tebala, Shingy Samjoni Kukune Tembala, Gaging Tititam Jecha, Ane Shingy Suishin to Jimbelo, Ane Jamma in Bachikiasun, Sambachia Chiare. That did Juji Bejan the Jet, the Jet Hasunani, Shingy Tinju subject to drumming.
The Nisuna. The Nisuna.
Oh,
Nisuna.
Thank God it in it. I need to do and left during mission to get much chichen. That's the what it is. The Rarangi Tagur to never simja time, Jinji to Suat de Mevache. Send up the chain to Kushita Nila Malabella said to send up the chain. Dundu Rangi changing with Gilamaka can you but said this said any Randa Rangi Tago to simja time, Jayaba Mevache. And you send up Chichi to them barang. Umjeg Surache, Simje Tamjigi, Kushitangila Malavella, Tomato Chichana, so at the Shibes, Vendipti, Dembe Mipachiuris.
Listen. Now, please look at the page 61. At the last, I think it's the last paragraph, offer a condensed version of 7 limb practices along with the mandala. Then think that you are praying in unison with all mother sentient beings who surround you. Now this supplication, so it goes to the next page, right? So now, in the context of the Guru devotion, before one begins the Guru devotion, now this practice is important because in the previous, when in terms of the 6 preparatory practices, one have already visualized the merit field, right? So now with this, merit field is already very much alive in front of you. To them, merit field, the center of the merit field is your Guru Vajradhara, right? So to him, you act as a omze or chant master. You are surrounded by all the Mother Dear sentient beings. So then when you make the heartfelt request, so read those lines, right? So when you read those lines, one should really mean it to each one of those words that condense in that stanza, and make the very sincere supplication to the Guru, and then followed by visualizing nectar-like light absorbs once within you to purify it, all the obstacles, and to receive the blessing that I can rely on the Guru with the thought and the practices.
Taya so depsi dizamba ya shuya di kari shuga eresena ni dada simje tamje ni karasu thoma mebane dade pa dunge padu meba nyongya di kari len to sena shingi samjo ngi ki chuishin to tem matemba la tene jungshas di insa ani jungsha di insa ani shingi chuishin to tembe samjo ngi ki chuishin to tembe tobe gyule kiwa jingilab to suwa tabya di ditabyari tata simje tamje tanda padu kuwa le chamne geba di kari len sha sikto na shingi samjo ngi ki chuishin to matemba la tene ani dade pardo dunge ki minta meba chi nyungu pati dila tu shaas. Di insata ani ya suwa tamne tini shingi samjo ngi ki chuishin to tenu pa jingi labda suus jing labdi ya shuya di diri.
Yes. Now, in a nutshell, the meaning of the request that you are going to make to the merit field is from the beginningless until now, including myself, all dear mother sentient beings, which all of us experiencing immense of suffering. The reason why we are facing those suffering is we fail to uphold the practice of Guru devotion sincerely through our thoughts and through our deeds. Therefore, by the power of this request, may all sentient beings able to uphold the practice of Guru devotion with the genuine, in its genuine practice, by upholding the Guru practice in thought and in deed. And may the Guru Buddha cleanse all the negativities that I have. So that is the essence of the prayer of request.
Dati che so tabala tene ne tene duze rang chiu sene rang chiu le lama chendung to lama kangarang chiu le komne digiyari rang chiu le ti magum che yan dün le samluta ne digiri dün le samluta ani chendung to lama ne duze senanga khadonga nanga chung ani rangi rashi semje thamje gi lyusim le shu the lue da sem nigala shu jinlab di duji se nangati shu ne ani thomene sabe di thamje dang kheba do ya shinyi samjo ni ji chuishin do matin be nyeba thamje da ne da sung sambe me ba ji ati ta duji be jan ji ati dire.
So with this one can do this practice. Either one have visualized the merit field, right? Right in front of you, or you can visualize all your root guru along with all the lineage gurus on crown of your head. Either this or merit field. Now the important thing is, however you choose it, depending on your whichever you like the best. Now the most important thing is one should make a very heartfelt request to the Guru along with the lineage Guru along with all the lineage gurus, that from the beginningless until now, including me, all mother sentient beings are experiencing suffering because we fail to uphold the Guru devotion practice in thought, in deed. Therefore, may the power of all my Guru may my guru, along with the lineage's guru, be cleansed all the negativities, right? And may I receive the blessing that I can uphold it sincerely. With this strong devotion, nectar-like light in 5 color emanates from the gurus and dissolve upon oneself along with all the mother sentient beings. And by dissolving those nectar-like light in 5 color, dissolve upon oneself along with all sentient beings, due to this power of absorption of those 5 color light, cleansed all the impurities that I have in relation to the practice of Guru devotion. And by cleansing those impurity, at the same time one received the blessing from the Gurus that from now onwards may I able to uphold it sincerely, the practice of Guru devotion in my thoughts and in my deeds.
다때는 뒤주세 나가지야 제르바 뒤주세 나가지야디 당나기 제네 뒤주 맵장 지기 있는 뒤주세 나가지고이래 세이네 요새 가도 나가 뒤지네 뒤지 아니 가도 나가르지 저사다 뒤주세 가도 나가세지 디날 뭐야래 뒤순데 되게 가르쳤으나 나란들 대두기 이신가 세제 이신가 뉴트비아 지기야레스 때네 두나 세제 셰다 데자 셰다제 아니 디무제 아니 차도제 아니 세나다 세나제 동아디디리 되자제 디네 셰다제 아니 디네 디무제 디네 차도제 디네 세나제 다디 나두가 동아드 파준 버지그리 이신나드 추 두버지그리 시그리 나디게 카동아 제고야디.
And now, in this practice of nectar-like light in 5 color dissolution upon oneself, now this practice with the 5 color comes under the tantric practice. Now, and those 5 color has its own symbolic meaning. When receiving the five different colors upon oneself in the form of nectar-like light, and this signifies the achieving or accomplishing the result, 5 wisdom of resultant states. Also, those 5 different colors symbolize the purification of 5 poisonous mind, such as lust, agitation, ignorance, miserliness, and divisive talk. So those 5 poisonous minds cleanse or eliminate. As a result, one achieves the 5 resultant wisdoms.
다티 디 제나 아니 야 라메 내가리야 이긴나고 주 신dimba 아제 투가무르바 주 레베스카부 dimba 알레스마부 투가훈레스 문보 아니 대와 소 레베스세부 아니 산에 하정구지 하리 신장구도 다디 이신나기 셴바리기베 룽디 지시게르디 이신나스네 다디 자와링나 Di namna ge sabure. Adi Abame ge sabure. Hung di Mikyube sabure. So se di Rimjung ge sabure. Hadi Dunduk ge sabure. Tene di Yishin nga se di Shishik ba nga se da. Dusu jibare. Tene Jesang Yose Nanga di Trusa di Lama gi ne nga la. Sabi yigin nga batili tusi nanga ku cho chu. Ani di samdaya di chev.
Now, the manner in which those 5 nectar light emanates, one should remember this. Those nectar-like light, 5 color nectar light, emanates from the 5 different parts of the Guru, parts of the Guru's body, such as, first one need to visualize the 5 different syllables at the 5 different parts of the Guru. From those 5 different syllables, light emanates respective color. Okay, now Guru's crown, white Om. Guru's throat, red A. Guru's heart, blue Hum. Guru's navel, yellow So. And the Guru's secret place is a green Ha. Those are 5 different syllables with the 5 different colors. Now, each of those syllables, respective light emanates and dissolves upon oneself. Now, as mentioned earlier, those 5 different colors also, and those 5 different syllables also symbolize the 5 different Buddha Dhyanis, 5 different Dhyanis, such as white Om symbolized the Buddha Varajana, red A symbolized the Buddha Amitabha, blue Hum symbolized the Akshobhya, and yellow So at the navel symbolized the Ratnasambhava, and the green Ha at the secret symbolized the Amunga Siddhi. So those are the 5 Buddha Dhyani, 5 Buddha family, and therefore, as mentioned earlier, 5 different color also symbolize the 5 different resultant wisdom. Okay.
Tene sigi tene setigi se chage chenpu chungeyari. Ani dujitigi gyulu chung. Duji sinanga seti duji je yang se ji chuguduga. Setigi se chage chenpu duji nubasha. Ani digi duji digi ani gyulu duve nubasha. Odi shagiyari jasan duji se nanga seti. Nanga pati dedugi hinga dubiag nubasha. Dunga pa jumbarji. Ani di kan karachini di shishiba nga dube nubasha giyari.
So here, nectar like light. There's a two element, nectar and light, right? This is important. Light, because each those elements symbolize something, such as light symbolize great Mahamudra. Nectar symbolize the illusory body. Okay? And nectar like light. 5 different colors symbolize the 5 different resultant wisdom corresponding to the 5 Buddha family, right? Also, those 5 different light enables to eliminate or cleanse the 5 poisonous mind.
Tatini ngana duji sesiyati, duji bebjan siyati ta yani yandu cheguguya ran digbachi saasune yang duji bebjan che 아니 뒤집 답에 매버지 야지 마시브럽 된데 유네 싱민도네다 야 뒤집에 자지 마시버디 파세야기 매버지 세수 삼버지 아니 뒤집 배장디 다 야네 양도 제나 아니 그래서네 뒤집 자야를 캐야리 아니 지 또바 뉴디게야 장주고 셈 공부에는 장주고 셈 또바 뉴디게야다 장주고 셈 개발라 아니 바두지와 탐지 시야기 뒤지선 제선 뒤지 배장시에 단데 딜 데네말람 강글로레 뒤지 배장 레리야리 다단데 야보 쉬네 근데 신이 딘줄이나 자와 대바 청하세야디 고들이야 뒤지 배장야리 다티는 마제 가디 체수기네 그밖에 봐세야디 뒤지 배장야리 두스마 뒤지 배장 야네 양도 지야디 가르스네 아니 랑게 뒤집 자야다 아니 지금 또 bakhebaji kiala ni kebachim bushira yubari 그래서 어디 인산에 뒤집 배장한테 야네지 지고 다티 뒤집 배장한테 내 대슈송아 다시는 마마 슈모고 제는 지게야리 뒤집 배장 어디 있디리
Now this practice of the practice of the absorption of light rays and nectars, this is crucial practice, very important practice, because this practice we have to carry along with or throughout this text or throughout the Lamrim practices. Furthermore, we also need to do this practice very often in our daily practice, such as soon as one commits a non-virtuous deed, then one needs to follow up with this practice of the nectala light absorption practice. Very important practice, because this practice helps to cleanse the whatever non-virtuous potencies that one have accumulated. Also, when we do the practice of the bodhicitta practice, right? So, in order to gain the realization of bodhicitta practice, it is really important for us to do the purification practice, to purify all the obstacles that hinder us to grow the realization of bodhicitta. First, we need to eliminate those obstacles. And in order to eliminate those obstacles, this practice of absorption, nectala light, is the most powerful practice to eliminate. It's very important. And as mentioned earlier, this practice really comes at the end of every chapter of the Lamrim. For example, at the Guru devotion practice, first topic on the Guru devotion practice is the root of all the spiritual realization is the Guru devotion. This is the heading of this chapter. And then after this, one needs to do the practice. Then the next important headline is cultivating the Guru by remembering, by knowing that kindness of the Guru devotion, how to uphold the practices. So then followed with this nectala light practices. So in this manner, this practice comes after every chapter of the Lamrim.
That is that namjuji karachigo resina doing to shingi tenjigu kapsun doing to shingi chundring to gilama tamje sam guyari. That in my tenju down to sujin rangichu lamalusan to one to chance. No rangalama imbala number jawashe to be number rangichu look. Ani namgu duty bejan chigine 지 대바지 사수네 야 뒤지 배자치기네 지올라니 알라마 투아도지 참고 아니 딜리 뒤지 배자지 아니 녀바 탐제 답에 배바지 아니 어디 아니 어디네 매바지는 지기야리 남주 지기네 랑기 지골 라마 자와샤지 토바치금 아니 딜리 뒤지 배자지 아니 뒤지 배자지니 사랑기 가르소리 뒤집 차야 어디 남주 지기네 뒤 제주에 어디 카두라 디바라버틴데 사 양셈 마이키바라버틴데 자 가리네 지 중수나 아니 뒤진 배자지 소아답야디 다 규지 길럽스 세르지 오늘이 뒤뒤 장화 제도스 뒤뒤 담제 장화 제도스 선 소아디야답 아니 뒤진 배자지 아니 쟤네 아니 야부야리 아니 어디에서 뒤뒤 장화 최대 디샤그 소리 디리기야리 어디에서 남주대 지기는 랑게 지올라마 투안도지 찬지고 어디리 덤바지고 하나 덤바지 랑게 덤바시게 또 미바지 아니 딜레트지 배jan지 지기야리
Now in your day-to-day life practice regarding this absorption of nectar light, now it is important for the Guru devotion, chapter on the Guru devotion. When you do this practice, it's important to visualize your Guru along with all the linear gurus. That's important. Then the rest of the chapter, so you can simply visualize the Lama Losang Thoan Dojicha, which is the principal deity of a merit field. So you can simply visualize the Lama Losang Thoan Dojicha is enough. So then also in your day-to-day life, or if you commit something, or if you do somehow not feeling well, or anything, any unpleasant thing, in order to purify this situation, this feeling, or this impurity, you can do this practice, right? So for this, you can visualize the Lama Losang Thoan Dojicha, or simply visualizing Buddha Shakyamuni on your crown, and then with this one cultivate this genuine supplication within oneself. May the power of either Lama Losang Dojicha or Buddha Shakyamuni cleanse the negativities that I have accumulated, or purifies or remove the obstacle that I am encountering now. So whatever you have wish in your heart, you can cultivate that genuine request and do the practice, and by the power of this practice, it will cleanse the negativities.
다디네 다디 생이 된주데 생이데 망월 디음버리 다디네 생이 된주데 삼배 된주 죄 된주 생이야래 데네 삼배 된주데 자와 대바정스지 아니 거디 지수 되네 그밖에 봐스지 니리
Now with this we will move to the actual chapter on Guru devotion. On in the text it says relying on the spiritual teacher. So now this chapter has two very important outlines, such as how to rely by thoughts, and this follows with the important outline under this sub outline, training in the faith. Now the another important outline in this chapter is cultivating devotion and reverence by by recalling the kindness of the Guru. So those two headings are the important in this chapter.
This Niba Nishila Ni Sechiduga.
Yes.
Tande Sundipti or Dinamala. Niba Nishila said it.
Yes. Law.
What did Kundala?
Let's say. So page 71. So now, the easy path teaches how to rely on a spiritual teacher based on two main points: how to rely on the teacher in your thoughts, and how to rely through your actions.
That's our Deva Chang said the guy says, our Deva Chang said the Lamala any Sanjay do Shisha Guguris, Deva Cheguris, do Shishane, Sanjay Yin Betini Karasa Deva Changuri, our Deva Chang said the Gujan Gares and Sanjay Sumri, not any Karasugure, Nimedusu. No loving so soon wins. Ni cannot do motion but she soon yari. Loving so soon wins. Just any so soon but motion but she is dollar sombres. Sanjay. Just a loving Latin Lamala, ne Sanjay do she shaku at the Sanjay Kurangi. Shagures the Karasure. Not loving Susu Greens, Tamibet Susu, Tamigi, Shini Susu Green, to do nine by Shepherd Gila Sumbri. Did you think it is?
Yes. So now, in order to train or rely on the teacher in our thoughts, to train in our thoughts, first is cultivating the faith. Cultivating the faith. Here refers to cultivating the faith or confidence that our teacher is the Buddha. Our teacher is the Buddha, because a Buddha himself mentioned in the sutra that during the time of degenerations, I will come in the form of ordinary being, or come as in the form of your teacher, who has this ordinary body.
Then Judechi Karesina Georgi soon chance no between us in Jerry Lojung. Dinal Karesina Simjet Tami, but Simjet Tamjela, Dumbe Dushi Geburi Sunyari. Simjet Tamjela, Dumbe Dushi Gebajas. Simjet Tamba Paret Karasure. Any Susuki Sunjelia. Tempe do Shikegures, Jenny, Georgi Sung Dinal Shenye Zamaimba, and Ninganazu, any Simjet Tamjela, Tempe do Shikegure Sumyari.
Now, another reason is, as Lama Adisha mentioned his text, Jewel Garland of Bodhicitta, that's the name of the text. So in that text, Lama Adisha mentioned that one should train in a perception that being able to see all sentient beings in the form of Buddha Shakyamuni.
Then Dole Yare, Dole, Ani Karesu Yaresene, Ani. Any Karasure Karasure Tajumba Karasure Karas share put mungi puche tini Lusung karere Lusung chimbayina chigi ani Dani simje tamje la tumbe dushi kiwa chigi chagi sumbari Ti karere sina simje mimba dama mimba sayati Sanjig misho chigi chusung tugu mari Ngada ngandewe kansaga chusungji kansaga chusung ami cha sumbari ba Ti yasani simje mimba sim pena chanju kansa digyule chanju gu sim yubata digyule chanju gu sim meba sinyati 아니 추승 두고 말이스 추승 매 마수한 예산에 아니 장심지라 아니 지기 나랑도 콘루지 깨수네 예바직 사수네 예바 빠두메 버서기 유선 침부치 서기 유선에 아니 아니 디체도 니 심제 탐제라 덤베두시 샤기스 어디 돌레숭브레
So in another sutra it quoted that disciple Kashipa, he mentioned that he will train in his practice that he can recognize all sentient being as a Buddha. So now here it's hard for us to see or to recognize other sentient being as enlightened or unenlightened. For us, it's not our scope because we don't know that the individual has a bodhicitta or not. We cannot see from the outside. That's an internal thing. Therefore, it is important for us to develop this unconditional perception of recognizing all sentient being as a Buddha.
되네. 가라서래. 아니 다디 나란도 두시샤나 나란도리 che misho chigi gyong zan mebi inpari. Rando che dende gyong mendo be yesane ni simje tamje la dombe dushi shagu guri yesigere. De ani doya de che dugu yarbas, gyong dugu yamarbas. Dombe dushi shasuna ani jinlab dombe jinlab jugur ba. Ani mo kamuji karasa Chile Sanjagiri Sigi Dushi Shane Jebraba. Ani Dile Tinde Yarba Dushi Topki Nikuran Vesetum Tinde Chet Kingul Vesetum Chiarba. O Tinde Yarba Timma said Dela Kala Tembe Dushi Kebatilla Nyaba Mambuchi Gatuguere. Tembe Dushi Shasuna Kola Ani 지기 아니 가르쳐 그래 콜은 예바 주야지 까두 그러봐 아니 콜라 때네 룽아기 예바 만부지 가두 그러봐 어디 인산들다 덤베 두시 샤고베드 라마 아니 상지 두시 샤고베 주젠 아니 들이 캐들라 리바치 캐들라 좀 맨드바 예산이 캐두고 있는다 산지그 샤바이나 산지그 진럽 주고야래 마샤나 산지그 진럽 주고야 말이지 티엔사다 어디 리버틴데지리
So why do we need to regard other sentient being as a Buddha? Because it is our own beneficial. It is our own beneficial. And how it is our own beneficial? If a person regards another sentient being as a Buddha, then just cultivating that perception, pure perception, towards that being, towards the sentient being, it creates a positivity once within to become conducive to receive the blessing of an actual Buddha. Another most important thing is when one has such a pure perception towards the other sentient being, then naturally it will cease any wrong deeds towards that person, because he is the Buddha. Therefore, it's not appropriate for me to do such actions towards that person. And that automatically creates one's own benefit. It's one's own beneficial to cultivate such a pure perception. And now, in general speaking, there's a story about when there was an old lady. Then she was told that her son gave a dog's bone, but her son told that's the actual Buddha's relics. Then cultivating pure perception to that bone as the actual Buddha's relics, then eventually like nectar, like light emanates from that bone. So it's really like, it's not from that other side, but it's really how you perceive, how you handles the situation is more important.
Tatine Matiri, just as Simje Tamjil Tumbe to Shishain, Kepsanchim Shidai, Machine, Simje Chita Pala Sobatusuine, Janju Simbe Trubata, Sanji Trubatin Mampu Yibari. Garesin Jangaru Betoji said Namdaji Ritinala, Jangaru Betojila, Aniji, Kichunji Vinseri, Dineji Lamaji, and Jangaru Betoji Gundula, Ani Zambala Gugu Ramne Sugar Petuga. Ramne Sugar Fetu, Kichunji Maya. Tete Kudili Jimbatanduga. That's over she's just so do. Then General Vitaji, Tati Teacher Ramnechi Maris, Lonjungata Yapo Yungaris, the Chitty, and the Tamebaji Maris Sundua. And the Ramnechi Mare, Ramne did chief Sundua. That is the Yungiare.
Now, again, in general speaking, like it just when we say we should train our perception to see all sentient being as a true Buddha, right? Now, if we break down this all sentient being, that's included even the dogs, for example, dogs and the pigs and so forth, right? So to see, even it's not just humans, but even the animals such as dogs or the pigs, see those living beings as a true Buddha. So therefore, it really automatically restrains our deeds harming to those beings, right? So there was a story, the great Changi Rube Doje was a great master, and he has a small dog. So he keeps this small dog in his house, and so here many Bodhisattvas appeared in the form of dogs and the other animals. So in reality, so such as this Changi Rube Doje master, he has a dog. This is a very extraordinary. This is a Bodhisattvas. So then one other master, Rinpoche, he had a small statue of Zambala, right? And that Lama came to see the Changi Rube Doje to do the blessing to that statue, to consecrate that statue. And then when he bring that statue to Changi Rube Doje to do the consecration, somehow the small dog puppy pee on the statue, right? So in a conventional, our conventional wisdom says, no, that's a bad thing. However, Changi Rube Doje says, now I don't need to do the consecrations, because this dog is not a normal. He already blessed. Now you can.
Dine ya dine ya pöne chik mechi Ryu tsengal jambayan jega chinduga. Ti chini tini jambayan tsan manjebere tuga. Tini pa lo dudu tsamba chigi kangpa chimbuchi nalo chondu chimbuchi cho debichi tuduga. Tini yigichi kuduga, yigiti. Ani yigiti chini lungpa tine chili chigi yaris. Ani tili yigiti jesho sunduga. Lungpa tili chindu tsamba shinda kage mewe ten. Ni papa shitu yinsarwa. Papa tili yigiti payu shawa yinsarwa. Di papa te shiwa yinsarwa. Ta yigiti tatu tsamba, yigiti gun tatu tsamba, ta kirangi duje duen chiya zosun sisa. Yigiti na di yusarwa. Di jayang juba yinsarwa. Papa di. Ta kirangi duje duen chiya gati zosun suma yinsani. Dine yigiti nali yusan, dine papa di daga shiri duga. Odi yinsa, di dunda di papa di jidun jayang juba yinbarwa.
So there's so another short story one day a person he went to pilgrimage to holy site to Five Peak Mountain in China. Five Peak Mountains considered as a Manjushri's site. So that person went to that mountain to pay his refuge to that mountain, and so somehow he didn't see any nothing, any I mean he had no vision of Manjushri, right? And then when he coming back from that mountain on the foothill, there was a small house, and when he entered in that house, there are few people sort of having a meeting. And then as he already entered into the room, and then those people in the room request him to deliver a letter. But he was outsider, he was just coming for a holy site, right? He was a traveler. So he agreed to deliver the letter, and then they gave some instructions where he should deliver, and he followed that instruction, and he reached to a place there is no human beings there except one pig. So he made all those trips, right? And no one's there. So somehow he throw that letter to the pig, right? As soon as he threw that letter to the pig, somehow pig died. Pig died. So he was a little surprised, right? Pig died, and he just picked the letter and he read the letter. It says that, from now there is no other beings that you can benefit. It's the end of your term. It means that pig is actually Manjushri. Pig is actually Manjushri. So now the underlying message is Bodhisattva can appear in the form of pigs or dogs and so forth.
Dine yigiti kunye de jidun jambayan ingirvata chondu cho digile dine yigiti kunye de ta kuran jambayan manjerva.
Yes, sir.
Ani yigiti kunye dine di ani jesa ngana simje tamje tumbe dushi shakuya dine yime tumbegi chuba jak kungmusi sinye dine yare dine rida ruru sinye dine yare ani simje donju nale dine tumbe chuba da janju simbe chuba mambu yarwa oti yesane ta dusule chi Nebachi Sasuna, Ani, Dibot Semebach Sagiarba. This Sagiusaneta, Kangolo, Lutumbe to Shichikesuna, Nebati, Gatugrava. Gatu insanity, Kip Chimbuchi Yarba. Ani Jones and Mabry. Tumbe to Shishani, Junkuva Yungre. Till it tumbe Judijana, Nichi Tumbe to Shishana, Temple Devachi Giberva. Tumbe to Shisha, Temple Devachi, and it Temple Bay G. Karasure. What the Insani Kemishu Juntan Meberva.
So that person, like, even though like that, I mean, that in that meeting, like that, the person who hands it is actually a Manjushri, but his perception is not being able to recognize it, right? Now, the most important thing here, underlying message is, it's really like since the Bodhisattva manifests in any forms, could be like a dog speaks or any form they manifest. So as mentioned earlier, like it is important from our own side to train in a perception that see the other sentient being in its pure form, the Buddha. Right? So if one do that, then it's one's own beneficial. There's nothing to lose from that perceptions. And in fact, actually, Buddha Shakyamuni manifests in many different forms, such as birds and so forth, right? So therefore, it's really important for us to really cultivating our energy in the form of purity, right? In other sentient being, to see the purity of other sentient being, such in the form Buddha. It could be Buddha, right? So if we see other sentient being as a Buddha, what we could lose? Nothing we lose. Rather, it's our own gain. It's our own beneficial. As mentioned earlier, then first most is one have developed a faith and confidence to the Buddha, to see appearance in the form of Buddha. Then it automatically sees all the wrong actions, and so forth. There are immense of benefit by doing this practice.
Oh, that ne deva sinya di kechimbu imbari deva le deju sigiyore. Kadambe lama namji ani karesure lama deve juwa tejume jebre karesa kajuga lama karere karesure jobaji denkumbuina jigre sume deve juwa tejume jebre kadub juwa tejum sas kadub shibuchi jene drutugure seati tejum res deva jene jebe ina debe juwa tejum mes jebre debe juwa tejum mes lamal ta dusule sangile deba jesune debe tupji ta juwa tejum yamare jebre deba meje chuli deba shida meba lamal deba shida mene meba je ne chi kadu che meba be chi kale shibji kyamne tejum sagres joy me du tejum re jebre 제사 대베 주와 태tummes 거두고 주와 태tum 사스 숨버리 어째서네 대버세야디 저 대버 정화세야디 저 세야디 디리
So as a past Kadamba master, it's mentioned that maybe that could be Kadamba master Kyoba Jigden Gumbo could be he this name of Kadamba master, Kyoba Jigden Gumbo. So he mentioned that with faith, liberation is no doubt. However, with great effort, liberation to to achieve liberation, it's not certain. So, for example, if someone has a doubt that, whether or not my guru is a Buddha or not, there's a doubt. Someone doubts that one's guru is a Buddha, and however, if that puts lots of effort, hard works on his practice or her practice, but that hard work, it's not certain that it will produce liberations. Okay? But if someone has this faith, then that's certain.
Zawa deba chama. Statini deba chama nega suta chigi ranzula chi shenye le deba chama kapsu shenye tame be tsuki yungu yarabati. Shenye di senye di ngaranzu mus jaya deta tame ba ji mishu chigi tame be namba tenye ji mishu chigi jaya tugu yamare. Sanje ngusu jaya tugu yamare. Yesa tame ke namba tenye indu zambati gyunga namba yubare. Gyumed gyunkuse yende kunde number 10 shabachi tameba number 10 barwa ki number 10 phag number 10 de phag zoba sagiri chi kare yarba ku sanjim kare kunde kuran rodan singmin du zoba sagdu jisigirba ku tamega number 10 shansen chobati tamega number jinji jin rugu yarba 어디 있으니 되는 내 배녀버지 매 삼사를 지고 야랬다 준 통인도 좀 봐. 아니 준진이 남기도디 아니 아니 그래서 그래 남번에 시도는 내배 예봐야 말이 삼버지 지주 파바 토밀리 지주 잠바 콤부티 키무 매부지 넘버 10 버봐 키무 매디베 마jem 르베 부기 니 딘데기 챕터 나와봐 야디 담메베 딘데 넘버 10 버봐 딘데 딘데 만부야리 딘데 아니 어디 예산에 랑게 나올 따디 가르쳐 그래 가실라 파스바 나야르 딘데 라마디랑 파스바 나야 딘데 니 만부야르 바다 어딘데 야리 딘데 어디 사랑 나올래 딘데 나인도 좀 가르쳐 그랬으나 따디 랑 나올래 네바 메스 때 랑 나올래 네바 야 말봐 나란둘 가르쳤으나 지들 잠배양게 파바디 나란둘 나인도 좀 타메바 아니지 소바사니 딘데지 쿠라랑고 맞춤 매칭 있는 거 봐. 나와리 때 예바야 말이 쿠란도를 지들 잠배양 주바리 되어 봐. 저서 나와리 예바면 삼로 당구게리 나인도 대발로 삼나 그 선제 말이 그랬으니 교인데 딘데 짓는 것도 가서는 때는 리바신다다니 아니 딘데 삼당구야리.
So now, with this training Guru devotion, first one is training in our thoughts, relying on our thoughts. For this one, first train in faith, right? Faith. Train in faith. So training in the faith, as mentioned earlier, we see training in the faith to see Guru as a Buddha, right? Now the challenge for us is Guru appeared in the form of very ordinary, right? Very ordinary. And ordinary means ordinary equals to lots of faults. So we see faults in a guru, right? And that hinders, oh, my guru is not Buddha because he or she has such problems. So therefore, such and such problem. Therefore, it can't be a Buddha, right? Now, if we look at like just so in such circumstances, it's important to train our perceptions. My perception is not reliable. My perception is not certain, because like even Manjushri appeared, but that person see it like a pig, and what pig do? They dig the trash and eat the trash. So like, right? That's how our conventional knowledge tells. And also Asanga, Master Asanga, initially he only see the Maitreya in the form of a very wounded dog, right? So our instinct or perception cannot be relied. We cannot totally rely on those perception, because because there's the disparity between what we see and what things really are. So that's important. So this wisdom should help us to overcome that barrier, that obstacles.
That is Zawa Deva Java said, Tene Gadi Jesu Dine Gubakivas, that Gadi Jesu Dine Gubakivas said, Gadi Jihatilla, Jitan Sange Tamjali Gadi Chos, Sange Tongzanil Soba Mabuyari, Sange Tame Buchun Simbari Ding Randu, Sange Tedagi, Mosu Chutayagi, Gawa Majuri. 아니 다자가 덤바디 지르상계 탐절에 같이 치웠어요. 그 상계 좀 되들래 투바 샤게 투벨에 같이 치웠어요. 지르 만줄에 같이 치쇼디 상계가 나네 동전이 나네다 샤게 투바디 같이 치쇼인 바래. 니두기 좋아 님메드스 아니 맞아 된도 아니 상계기 제바 템버바 님메드스 상계지 된도 주 맞아 된도 상계기 제바 템버바 디땡이디 동바샤게 투바 마시 마중어리 상계 동장이 투 기도 좀바 투 강가게 제들 맞아 님의 도하게 된도 투기ኘ도 마중으래. 근데 마중에서는 안 투바 상계 좀 되다 네. 님의 도하게 된도 아니 네. 두술아 된도 네. 네디 주부인시야. 님의 도하도 쓰고. 아니 도하디 담제전에 투 개버봐. 빼가르다부 싱가베스 빼가르다부 나바 빼먹은 메도근 안에다 빼먹가보스야 돼 초드게 보임버바 아니 빼가르다부 나바 그방한지 세지 빼가르다부 나야 돼 아니 상계기디 말한주 님의 도와 탐지하다 님은가도 도와 탐지를 같이 치쇼디 저와셔지 투임버리 디리디 아니 저와셔지 투 무주 다 대니 로담만 붙임버바 로만 붙이니 무주 무스 쉬쉬주 마중을 봐. 다 마중에서 아니 그 샤게 투발을 같이 쳐왔으니 되니 알아를 최대니 최대바인사 아니 무스 아니 담이게 넘버 때니 최 승바인사 가딘디 다디 가딘디 kati chimbore sita ti gu shaja tubale kati laga sita lamri na le tinje yare wati kati chesu tene guba keba sitene tele ya guba keba tele guba keba sigare kati chesu tene chi deba kya tele guba sigare.
Now next outline is generating respect and reverence to one's guru by knowing how kind he or she is. Right? That's important. Now, for this outline, in general speaking, among all the Buddhas of this eon, Buddha Shakyamuni is very kind. He is much kinder than all the Buddhas of this eon, because Buddha Shakyamuni, all the Buddhas, they failed to come in our world as such like a degenerated time. Due to the great compassion of Buddha Shakyamuni, he deliberately come in such a time, difficult time in our world, to teach, to show the path for us to the liberations. Therefore, Buddha Shakyamuni, we owe a lot to Buddha Shakyamuni than other Buddhas. However, even though Buddha Shakyamuni came to our world, but I was not there at that time. I was not there at that time. And it's been many centuries ago. I have no fortunate to see a Buddha with my own eye. However, because of my own guru that I have, because of his or her kindness, I still have this fortune to practice the Buddha's teaching. Therefore, my guru is much kinder than the Buddha Shakyamuni himself. Because of my guru, I'm able to read, write, and uphold those Buddha Shakyamuni's teaching. So therefore, one should develop a genuine sense of respect and reverence to our own teacher. That's absolutely his or her kindness. He showed us the path that leads to liberation.
Lama chibena sanje tame chumbe matu maru tuge nitu duwala teshi lanzate hunzu sanje tame chumbe matu atinganzu rete arete jesa.
So as in the Guru Puja text, as there's a stanza that the infinite Buddhas appeared in the world and teach and liberated infinite beings. However, because of my stubbornness and my defilement, I'm still here in samsara. And it is my own guru, right? It is on my guru, that very sure guru, his patience and compassions, right? And he polished me to train in the path of liberation. So therefore, my guru is much, much kinder than all other Buddhas. So one needs to just recall such kindness from the depth of our heart.
That is the Kadichin Kadichin the Karnes and the Chusung Baris. Chus at the Mundu around Kamyan Mune the Chug Jugiari. Gyumed the Churi. Chus at the Karasuri, Lente, Sushin to Samya, Jampa the Niji the Janjugu Simda, Tuni Tawa to Suta, Mundu Kamyan Mune to Suri. The instant Chu Demba in some Chus at the Karasene. Rangi semta nyumopa kagasunye. Ani si shida sibata nesungi jibali gyobra chinyeti ta chö sinyeti gyobje. Ani chö sinyeti chö seyati karesine nyumo dralyo chöbas. semdi rangi semdi nyumu be pa dali pa cheberche kaga sunye ani ngendu ta sishin jipale kyobe chinyegi chile ta chösi yari dinde de chödi temba insane ta gadins ya de chösumbe kone gadins chösi ya dingunzi dinde jigre din insane nganazo chösi ya dingunzi ki kyab ngödi ngune kyumye di chöri chöji jena ani 동해를 겹투기야리 슈 맞에는 동해를 겹지 매버리 제산다 추신이디 덤바인사 추신이디 자침부 딘데지레스 자디 추승백군의 거진스 다
So again we reinforce the importance of why and how my Guru is very kind. Because our Guru teach us the Dhamma. And Dhamma is the actual protector. Dhamma is the actual protector which protects us from the sufferings. Because sufferings are the result of the non-virtues. Therefore, Dharma shows us what are the non-virtuous actions and how one can apply the antidotes to those non-virtuous deeds and how to cultivate the virtuous deeds which are the cause of happiness. So Dharma is a precious because it enables to separate our mind from the defilements, the poisonous mind. And Dharma is the one which caused the emancipation from the samsara and the nirvana, the pains of the sufferings, right? So therefore, Dharma is such a precious. So such a preciousness is really given by our Guru. Therefore, Guru is very kind.
어디 추신이디 가르스 다 추시야디 고디 기네 주기에서는 다 변에 잠루세디 아람지 길에 잠루 주의나 디 추신이디 용어리 아니 디바 소주발라 소바빠 겨와 소 메주바 가르수가 소 메주바 지중소나 겨와스 소주기 녀바밤베 겨와스야데 소 메주바 데려봐 소 메주발레 때니 겨와진 거라 소주바디 미겨워봐 제사 추세야데 가르레스는 소주 지밤베이네 아니 녀문바 녀문바 방기야리 쿠랑기 대단대회 녀모지 방기야리 디네 대단대회 내숭기 집어지 방기야리 당연히 잠두유는 내숭도 미겨와스기야리 아니 응아주 추마 때네야 잠두 남샤 때네야 잠두 라줄레 잠두지 마주나 아니 내숭도 기거봐 잠두지 유나 아니 내숭레 껴버지게리 잠두디 내숭레 껴버지게리 디네 야야 이제 잠두디 니 코야지 빨리 껴봐 디네 잠두디 콤비지 코야지 빨리 껴서 내 산지 주고만 두야디 림지도 저두게리 제산다 최근 담부 잠두랩지나 디네 랜데스네 자주고 니주고 삼바스 디네 잠바다 닝지 세야 딘데지 아란줄 규를 여서나 아니 가르쳐 그래. 아니 지바 탐절에 림시 좀 내 숨기 지발이 좀 야티다 렌제다 잠두기 겹숭아. 디니 잠바데 니지도 두수기다 죽기야 좀 들레하들이 티바 진비출이야 두네. 디니 림시 산지가 살아 두기야 봐. 어디 산다 응주 최세야 디 가르스나 랑기 냠네 지야기 잠주 남샤만 부치셔 되네 잠주 지단 시에네 잠주 지이나 아니 랑 최신이 들어버리 아니 Dibapung Kiwaji Dibun Kitu Chesana Chusing it Chungri Digi Dibun Kitu Chibet Lo Digita Nanduli Jugri Dibab Jesuna Nanduli Jigari Dibapa Suna Danduli Jigari Jinsan Jesan Da Chuse at the Muju Ani Wati Da Chu at the Temba Insa Chusung Kune Cutting at the Dirita Cutting Nani Da Chusung at the Cutting Chishudim.
Now, the actual entry point of Dharma in our mind stream is the taking refuge to the three jewels. When one has the genuine sense of taking refuge to the three jewel in our mind, then that is the point, entry point of a true Dhamma exists in our mind stream, because true Dhamma mentioned earlier is an actual protector. And the taking refuge to three jewel protects us not to fall to three lower migrations. How? Like with the refuge within our mind stream, then we are supposed to restrain from the harming to others. With the refuge in our mind, then we will respect the law of karma. Respecting the law of karma means we know what to do and what we should not do. What we should do is to uphold the virtuous deeds, which are the cause, condition for having migrating high migrations, and which we should not do is restrain from the non-virtuous actions. When we restrain from the non-virtuous action, that automatically protects us from not falling to the three lower migrations. And by accumulating the virtuous deeds, or the respecting the law of karma, gradually leads to accumulating the condition of generating bodhicitta. So as a result, when one truly, genuinely reinforces one's sense of taking refuge to the three jewel, right? Then the more positivities that one will accumulate, and an accumulation of all those positivities is kindness of a guru, because guru show us the Dharma, and therefore we are able to uphold the Dhamma. So with this, among all the kindness, giving the Dharma is the most kindness.
Oh, that is choosing the motion, Yapuyari, Takars, choosing the Janju Sim Kuna churches here, Jampa Kuna churches here, Niji Kuna churches here, Yet Dungi Kuna churches here, the Garesina, the Comsuna, Chursiati, Rangi Guti, Yamopale Pat Kagasuiri. Nyumba the churches in Nyumba the Mati, and the same day yar to wear a yar, and it shumas. Same day yar diet, that's church tanguer. And it seemed the yar chinsuna, and Yanduli Gigi Amari, and Danduli Kesuna, yar, and it. Tendru tenla nyamneti kiwa dine kiwa chini kiwa chima tendru chiliki di chima diye tendru chiliki dine chu rimba shindu chane dine sanji jukuma tugurwa odi yisade chu chesiyagi chu di jedang di shensuna ani Jampa kumya, Niji kuya, Chanju sim kuya, Lende Zisunjia, Jamdu kuya, Tus. Tati Mune Jomye de Tirva. Tomba Sanje Chu Masune, 먼저 냠내 맞지는 이 저투고야 말봐. 오늘 줘야 되다. 최디 동바산계 마숭샤바기 최디 냠내진의 저구야. 저선 키란도 예 키란도라 타바 남된슈스 타바란레 라레 셰버자스 타바드야 남 키란도라 된슈스 타바디 토마토 키란도라 라레 브레제브레 람디 냠내 지에서는 되니 두기야르바 냠내 맞네 아니 야 줘야 메리 상계를 지야 메리 다
So now with this, the more one puts the effort of familiarity towards accumulation of the virtues and the restraining from the non-virtues, is a very crucial point of upholding the Dhamma practice. So with this, then it really comes the naturally familiarizing with the loving kindness, familiarizing with the compassion, then eventually bodhicitta. So when one puts really effort to familiarizing with the loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, that process of familiarizing is the upholding the Dhamma practice. And the actual point, that the gist of why we upholding the Dhamma practice is to create the kindness within our heart, to be a good-hearted person. That's the whole point of training in the Dhamma practice. Right? So that's important to keep this in our mind. The reason why I'm engaging in the Dhamma practice is to make myself a kind-hearted person. And also, like we have to understand that how this Dhamma practice really becomes how Dhamma practice is the true protector. Because even Buddha Shakyamuni really appeared in front of us and give us the teaching. Then if we don't put into practice, what good is Buddha coming in front of us? Right? So now, Dhamma practice is the true protector, because Dhamma practice is the true practice. Dharma is the true protector only when we put Dhamma into our action. Right? So as the Buddha mentioned that, I show you the path to the liberation. Whether you achieved liberation or not totally depends whether you make steps towards that path. So with this we end here. Questions? Yes.
I don't know if Rinpoche said this. So with the when we were talking about the nectars and light rays, planting the stake, so the 5-colored nectars and light rays from the 5 parts of the Guru go to our 5 parts of Buddha, our 5 parts of the body. Is that correct?
Yes. Tande lame ne ngane ane dizuese ngabo su tingora ram timbus ta timdan di lame rangi ne ngala dizenga dus tingorina ne ngala tingbina and lu kangzan tingbina
di anengal tinmen di dizuese kabu tre rangi jule shu lu tamje dizuese kabu kang ni dip tamje jem mi pat jiba jure dizuese kabu chine ya kabu ne ngane dizuese ngaga tre ani lu tamje dizuese ngagi lu tamje kang 아니 동나 두 네 지단 디립 탐제다 지나리 Dunga Yarba, Dunga Sechiva. Did all to the Jampa de Vame and the number 9 Karasuri, Mijuba Shidanja, Vame de Jajang, Sierva, Otina Shichen, Takanje, Duju City, Redi Samlutani, Duju Sikavu, Luginatamje, Duju Sikabu, and the Didu Jamaji, Duju Semabu, Rangi Jimbatim, Luginatamje, Duju Semabuka. I had Diduja, ya Duju says one boat Rangi Nigalitim, Nigatin, Lutamje, Duju Singumbukan. That Yas Lames so sabatile, Duju Sabat Rangi develop shoe. And Lutamje Duju Sebuka. Yan Lame had Saneg had Jangutile Duju Jangut Lutamje Duzika. Duzikaya the Chibachi would a kangaroo Lutamjela Kangayati. That is rare genetic ya Chichar to Chune, Lu Tamjel, and it to Senangagi. Ani Dunga Jam, Yishinga Tube, and Nubakabaji Shabe Mabachi.
So this so here either or. So here refers to if you want to do this either one at a time, those 5 nectar light. For example, from the Guru's crown, there's a white Om symbolizing Varajana. So light, white nectar light emanates, white. Then it comes merged to your crown, goes inside of your body, fills the entire body, and cleans the negativities, right? Then respectively, like from the red R goes through your throat, cleans, then the red, then the blue, then the yellow at the navel, and the green at the secret. So one at a time. You can do. Follow me. Your face looks.
Well, are they going through their crown or directly?
Directly. Each one goes to the directly. This is the first one. First, you can do this, or 5 lights comes simultaneously and fills entire body with 5 different light.
Through the crown, or
No, goes all over your body, everybody, every part of your body strikes, right? So you can. This is optional. Either you choose to do it one at a time, each light. For example, from the crown of Guru, white light emanates, goes from your crown, then the Guru's throat light emanates and then enters from your throat, entering point. Your throat feels, important thing is, fills your entire body with the nectar light, red color. Then the Guru's heart emanates blue, right? Blue nectar light, and then enters from your heart, blue, nectar light, fills entire body. So forth, same. Or you can do it, those 5 different color nectar light emanate simultaneously from the Guru's 5 point and merge throughout your body, like you are in a rain.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
When Rinpoche talks about this, our aspiring to this view of seeing all beings as Buddhas, and of course incredible. But I'm just wondering how, given today and given the myriad of beings and sometimes public figures who are, kind of appear very self-serving or, very non-Buddha-like. How do we kind of handle this, and what's a good way to kind of transform our view to maintain this pure view without, of course, being completely like impractical, or how do we temper that, or how do we see beyond our negative mind?
tanda dingi tanda durumje sumbe kapsu tanda ane semjen thamjelo ane jikta tube nambala chargore sik sumbro
dumbe dushi
ke sumbro ta semjen thamje dumbe dushi ke balata ane moran ta dippe mesi semla di subu chungso ta yimbine tengmeso moran nisha nyiri nalo samtambe kapso ane khasheta mi khasheta da leg nemo de yungurada lungbe gudi dan de yungura ane khashe chida pet khorata pet tashe shu chidi kala ane khoran chingye khoran delta dil dushi kituya khabo chigdus dinde kapso ane kituya la tapsi kharchaonas
dati de yunguri batusu je ninji kumyaru bachita ya ji karusugure chidan chene nganju arang neji di ngemu basubagi nimbu choti de tenye di neji direvisigerba neji neba chinye mena soba kumya merwa tisensani te neba chinye diran neba chinye di ta soba gi nyamne tenye gi ta choti kyubati choti ta kuran yisani ani tiriya gewe shinyi soba nyamne tenji gi gewe shinyi tabrubichi donbagi nyamne dinde tenye gi samdangu yerba di insan dinde samlutani yanchi ko dombe dushi geya yare karesene dombasnya de tab kebu insan ngala chi sobe nyamne dan dinde gi nyamne di yoyaga chido dinde gi dona teyaga chido 아니 딘데 삼 딘데 지에 다야리 두스파 삼 다야리야 아니 야 아야디 딘데 질로 계수는야 뒤지 맵장제 샤바제 다디 제스네 콜라 덤베 두시기 아이 제네바 진gel로 투스 서르제야 아니 딘데 제니야 뒤시장야 뒤시구미야 야 딘데야리.
Now, so here it's a text says that the most powerful teacher is the most difficult person that you see, right, or that you can encounter, because that is the only person that really puts you in a difficult situations, right? So he is that person who is really teaching you directly how to develop the practice of patience, right? That's very important. So then that is the greatest teacher. That equals to a Buddha. No, that's the one. And the second one is you can also incorporate this practice of dissolution, right? Absorbing the nectar light. Whenever you face the challenge to see that public figure as a Buddha, there's a dilemma, there's a confusion, right? Then you do this practice of nectar light, this practice, and to pray that may I able to see that person in the Buddha. So this practice, okay?
Then 먼저 지단 잠주 값수 잠주 랩제 값수 아니 가르수 그래 아니 좀 어디 받아 metroba singere tinde yare tibet robuta metroba se yare ti chitan tinde chebre chitan chin nga gi nyamne chebe ne suna thamje ani nejo me nyamne chi ne nejo malataya tha thamje umsu malataya range namto thamje tewachimbi shile taya ji sigerba tinde chene ko jamdru labjati tinde mebe kal shebre mishuji tinde tabe ka suine ani su thamje simje thamje sineta su jin simje su thamje ani lagul nambala tagu yarba tagu yasani tibet of the metro siati draw motive the metro siati tinde kala care mebre Karasina teach and draw me to bus motivus in your debate over CH Pasha. Didn't Jebe in a tiny Kanatamja Hagula Tayati, Yungia Marva. Tandeti Mundu Jamdu Labjalet, Dinde Suyati, and it Tindeg on to Matame on to Jebere. Tindeg Sena, Jamdu Labjati, Gabe Labjati, and Mogog Surjebre.
So now at the beginning stage of at the beginning stage when we take the refuge, right? At the beginning, right? The beginning. So there's advice by taking refuge to the Asanga, not to associate with the how do you call that, like a non-virtuous friend. Having said that, when one reach a certain higher practice, when one reach the higher practice, such as doing a tantric practice, such as Vajrayogini, let's say for example Vajrayogini, then practice of Vajrayogini is to see your perception is a pure perception. Whatever you see in the most perfect pure form. Whatever sound that you hear in the form of triple Om mantra, then all the feelings that you experience, sensations in the void of bliss with the void, or bliss with the empty. Right? So in that sense, then whatever you see, there's no like a non-virtuous friend or virtuous friend. Whatever you see, all are in its pure forms.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes.
Two things. Just when you talked about the 5 poisonous minds, I missed 2. It was lust, ignorance, divisive talk, and what were the other 2?
Okay.
But my real question is, could he clarify the 5 resultant wisdoms, or maybe define that a little bit more?
Listen, the deja shedan timu ani sena tadora tunga te. Listen, ani ta di khasa 이싱아 열어. 아니 뭐라 이싱아 단다 고쳐면서
이싱아디 다 이싱아들이 지단 시두기 이싱아든 대두기 이싱아스야리 다 이싱아디 멜호답이 시제 냠니 시제 아니 소도이 시제 아니 저두이 시제 아니 취진이 시스 취이 시스 어디리 취이 시스 나들이
yes. Now I translate as like a lust, so it would also mean the attachment. Yeah. Okay, this is one. Then anger. As did I say, agitation, right? Anger, anger or agitation. Then third one is ignorance. Ignorance. Then fourth one is miserliness. Miserliness. That's the fourth one. And fifth one is chado sumbra. Chado is jealousy. Earlier I said divisive, right? So it's actually it's a jealousy. Okay, jealousy. Okay, those are the 5. Okay, now regarding 5 wisdom. 5 wisdom. So this 5 wisdom can be explained in terms of base, on the base, in relation to the base, and the resultant. So we will not go detail into this on those things. In terms of those 5 resultants, in terms of the name wise, first one is mirror-like wisdom. Okay. Second one is Nyamni Yishi. It's a second one is concentrative wisdoms. But I can get it to the more proper translation. So then third one is wisdom of self-realizations. And fourth one is all-accomplishing wisdom. Fourth one. And the fifth one is Dhamma spare wisdom. Spare wisdoms. So I will bring it proper like a translation next time.
It's on page 69.
Oh, 69? 69? Oh, yes, 69. 16. Oh, yes, 69. Mirror-like wisdom, discriminating wisdom, and Dhamma spare wisdom. Oh, okay, Nyamni is like equanimity wisdom. Then there's all-accomplishing wisdom. Those are the 5 wisdom. Okay. Yes.
Really quick. So Rinpoche, thank you so much. You speak about the need for loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta for all beings, including animals. And yet, I think for some, definitely for myself, having this, being aware at times, but having this habit to eat meat, but not wanting to do that. But the habit is very strong. So just wondering if Rinpoche has any advice to find a way to kind of, at least thin this habit or reduce the habit to eliminating this habit somehow.
Tingi chikada simjenla nezabongya jura simjen nezabongya dirda tanda moral da chigite khara ngoso da nebake wa samsam dinde gulu mena e kumshi da shasaya kumshi jura moral chingde jus shasa kumshi ta di shasaya kumshi de da chig shanyur ta ya jomarda ale zawani danggo pang mo thumine nyur ta da dindela thap khara chawenas
Shanyur tantile. No. Riri tati. Tat. Shanyur tantita nimachi sa sanyiti masa. Yana sa shema sa.
So like if like just if someone has this so in order to thin this habit of meat consumption, like to do in terms of the voice, skillful mean is important. Like for example, if someone is consuming meat, eating meat 7 days, then go with alternate days, right? Not totally eliminating, rather alternate day. You eat today tomorrow, no. Then you just go. And in a gradual process, this is a wiser method to eliminate this habit.
Ya, nimachila kala tiusum sagina, tuichila sharachisa, tuinitila shamasa. Atinde jin ma tinde yapayaris.
Yes. Or like just someone like also you can also incorporate like if you having a meat, what do you call this, like a 3 times a meal, right? Bacon in the breakfast and the meat, lunch and the dinner is the meat. But at least you pick like a lunch, I will eat meat. No meat at the dinner or the breakfast, right? There's no, you just only then. So in a in a gradual process. So the most important thing is the gradual process, thinning this habit by the gradual process of wiser.
Ayanti shasane shasasasunia ngoachayare. Shada sube tundu maluba nyutu sanje kuma tobashus tagi susu kirezawa chiche indu kirezawa tilatini ani shada sebe tundu suba shada titandewa ibe tundu tusu nyutu sanje kuma tobe juwasho se rangi kirezawa tilatini shada titandewa ibe ani tundu tusu nyutu sanji kuma tobasho sambara chebeyana ani haji shasubala tene ji ngowa ji ata simje thamjele mibe ji janju sim kumyaji legi yarba o tinde chebene shasaya ge kendigi ni simje thamjele mibe Jampa tangi ji de tinde ji de ya ani ti to ngowa ji gyu chungorba o ti jena 아니 예바 케야레 야바야레 아니 샤디 사야디 되메바 마임바 샤디던 저와이버 심제 탐제 랑기 계획 자와디 샤디던 저와이버 심제 탐제를 뭐송아 산지게 동엘레 대야기 줄을 뭐하러
So like if you put a different lens in this perspective regarding this habit, then we need to cultivate more mindfulness about after consuming this meat, right? Then there is a direct relationship between you and that poor animal, right, who was slaughtered. And by consuming that blood and the flesh to sustain me to do a Dhamma practice, right? To feel the gratitude, immense gratitude to that poor animal, and pray after your meal. Pray that by the power of the merit that I have accumulated, may I dedicate to that particular sentient being who lost their life. And may this sentient being achieve the Buddha very fast, very swiftly. So this is also a good form of practice. Whenever you eat a meat, consume the meat, to develop that mindfulness. So the last
Tathagata Garbha in all beings or just in sentient beings?
Okay. Let's say tanda the sentient tanda tanda the sangye me dushi duske orsunra. The sentient tanda semi pampadin zole taure the songden jewel taures.
Sonde dusul taure tane yashere chida ngage nalche nani su thamje lagul taya yarba. Su thamje lagul taya yare. Ta tandeti simje thamje seyati sonde gi simje thamje ta tembe dushi shayati dire.
So like all sentient beings, the who has the mind, right? The sentient being, the mind, then to see them as a a Buddha. Okay, that's the one way. Now there's another in the tantric teaching where it says that to see a pure perception to all form, then that has a more it encompasses greater space to all forms, right? All forms. Now, so leave this apart. So right now here in this teaching, it's just like to see all the sentient beings, the one who's possessed the mind, right? See them or that to see all sentient beings as a Buddha, Tathagata.
Teachers and the Nagajan, the Lama Chivenalia, Kanal Hagurachawa, Jingilusia, Kana, making you to Kana, what the Hagurachawa, Daguyari.
So in a Guru Puja text, it says like it doesn't differentiate between the sentient being or living beings. It says like whatever you see, whether it could be animate or inanimate, doesn't matter. So like you see that object, right, or form in its pure form.
Yeah.
Sanjo Rinpoche, Magye Panam Jejoje, Jeba Nyamba Mebaya, Kane Kando Pewa Sho, Kowe Shingam De, Pendan Dewa Male Chuen, Jeres Wan Tenzin Jazoi, Shabe Site Pato Tenjuji.
Yeah.
Can we do Rinpoche's long life? Yeah, do it in English. Rinpoche's long life.
Yeah, sure, yes.
Bring blessings.
Bring
Bring blessings and enlightened activities to fortunate disciples, and to spread the textual and inner realization teachings of the Buddha, embodies the 10 powers. You show the light of logic and teachings to intelligent minds. I pray to the spiritual friend, the revealer of the path. Please firmly remain.
Thank you.